I'm the first one here every morning, and I don't ask anybody to do that, and I'm the last one to leave. It's kind of how I've always led, by example. I try to provide what I call the gift of example. So you're going to catch me doing right.
On January 20th of this year, you had what was easily can be called the Herculean task of commanding that joint task force for the District of Columbia, which deployed the 26,700, an unprecedented number of National Guard personnel from around the country. So here's my specific question. Give us an idea of where you were physically and emotionally at 7 a.m. on Inauguration Day, at 1 p.m. on Inauguration Day, and at 7 p.m. on Inauguration Day.
Okay, so January 19th, I spent the night here, and I spend the night here often. After January 6th, I was here. So January 19th, I was probably up around maybe 500, and I was between the District of Columbia National Guard Armory, the United States Capitol, the Capitol Police Headquarters, and then I drove around the perimeter where we had guardsmen shutting down bridges and access tunnels into the city to channel people away from a series of buffers, security buffers, until you got access to the Capitol. So I was mobile for most of that time. At 12 noon, I was watched the peaceful transition of presidential power and authority from the Capitol. So I was an eyewitness to history. Wow. And this was my fifth inauguration. 7 p.m. I was back here and then taking inventory. Did we have any problems? Did everything go as planned? We still had the security of the Capitol.
Here is why we are so proud at Chicago State University, because Major General William J. Walker is a CSU alum. He's a Cougar, makes us proud, every Cougar proud. Why did you choose to pursue and earn your master's degree in criminal justice from Chicago State University?
Great question, and thank you for it. So I grew up on the south side of Chicago. Chicago State was close by, but importantly, Chicago State had a great reputation. I knew a lot of people. Chicago Teachers College is the history of it. My mother actually graduated from Chicago Teachers College. And so I knew about Chicago Teachers College and then Chicago State University, but I wanted to be a DEA special agent, and Chicago State University had a tremendous criminal justice and corrections program, and still does. So that's what attracted me, the reputation, and then the high caliber professors, many of which I knew of through reputation. And so I said, hey, let me see if I can compete at Chicago State University. And Chicago State University worked with me. So I actually became a DEA agent while I was pursuing the degree. And Dr. Scott and Dr. Feather and some of the other professors allowed me to essentially, what's the term now? It's distance learning. So they allowed me to do that. They were very flexible with me. They saw something in me, or they were curious, maybe a little bit of both. But with their help, I was able to graduate and get that master's degree. And I believe I lived up to what they expected of me. So that's why I picked Chicago State University.
What keeps you up at night, Major General?
So I sleep pretty good at night. So I'd rather answer the question, what gets me up in the morning?
All right, fair enough.
So I generally sleep pretty well. Now, waking up, I wake up very excited because I know that I have an extraordinarily rare opportunity, and it's fleeting. You only get a little bit of time to serve. Just like when I was with DEA, there is an end date, there's an expiration date. I'll get a phone call and say, thank you, General Walker, somebody else's turn. And I'm trying to get as much done and create irreversible momentum that some of the things that I envision, that my vision gets accomplished. And so I wake up very excited every morning, can't wait to get here, and then contribute to make a difference that will endure, to change lives. So I'm this is a great opportunity for anyone to have. So I'm very excited. So I sleep pretty well at night, but I wake up with a tremendous sense of what needs to be accomplished.
What person has had the most significant impact on you and how you show up in the world today?
So my grandmother, she's deceased, Mrs. Mary L. Carter, tremendous impact on my life, convinced me I could do anything as long as I was properly motivated, focused, and disciplined. So I took a disciplined approach to anything I wanted to accomplish and then worked backwards from that. So I set up the goal and then took the steps sequenced to get after it. And I learned that from her. And you know, she had different plans for me, law school, a judge. She saw me as doing something else. But the bottom line is she taught me, she drilled into me that anything was possible, properly focused, properly motivated, and disciplined. You can achieve your objectives.
Final question. What's your favorite quote or saying and why?
So I have many. I have many quotes and I share them. You mind if I share two of them with you?
I'll take them happily. Yes, sir.
And they both kind of relate. So 1520, Ferdinand Magellan said, "The sea is dangerous and the storms are terrible, but these have never been sufficient reasons to remain ashore. Unlike the mediocre, the intrepid spirit seeks victory over those things that seem impossible. It's with an iron will that they embark on the most daring of endeavors to meet the shadowy future without fear and to conquer the unknown." So if you unpack that quote, and that goes back to this, just this methodical approach to getting after your goals and objectives. And the last one I'll share with you is quote Vincent Lombardi. But Lombardi was fond of saying the difference between men is energy, strong will, and invincible determination. The new leadership is in sacrifice. It is in self-denial. It is in love. It is in loyalty. It is in fearlessness, and it is in humility. And it is in the perfectly disciplined will. And in the end, this is not only the difference between men, this is the difference between great and little men. So if you unpack that, you talk about sacrifice and self-denial and invincible determination. That's what it's really all about.